The main thing as an investor is control, and see if you can control the asset, then you have options, right? And so, hey guys, this is Level Skinner here once again. I am back here bringing you another video that I'm shooting. This one here, it's a home that we just acquired, and this is a really great deal for us. One of the things I like to talk about is, the goal for an investor is to control the asset. And if you're controlling the asset, you have an opportunity to make money on the asset. And so this particular property here, we just completed the acquisition. We were able to acquire this property and take control for less than $5,000. So if you want to see how we take control of a property that is about $1.1 million, stay with me, watch me, show you the type of properties that you can do that with. As an investor, the problem is never money. The problem is about ideas. If you have the right amount of ideas and you know how to communicate those ideas, you can put deals together. Every deal is different. This structure was a different structure, but at the end of the day, the goal is simple. Acquire the property, take possession, take control, and if you have control, then you have options. And so this house, the ARV on this house is $1.1 million. And so stay with me. I'm gonna pan the camera around, show you the neighborhood. I'm gonna walk you through the house, and then at the end, I'll tell you a little bit about the deal structure, and give you an idea how we were able to take control of this particular property for less than $5,000, $1.1 million, less than $5,000 out of pocket, with 2 years of interest-free for the first 2 years of this project. All right, here we go. So here we go. Really quiet streets all the way around. And here is this property. Look at this beauty. Just wanted to slow it down. That's the front door, and this is the driveway, so I'm gonna just take you to the driveway. And so this here, it's walk up. I'm actually parked in the driveway, but I wanted just to share. So if you guys just want to pan it again around the front, this is a really great size home. It has about 5 bedrooms, almost 6,000 square feet, with a pool. And so it's a 3-car garage, as you can see. So I'm just going to take you guys back to the front. And so, we really don't have a lot of work to do in this house. We'll make a decision what type of work we're going to do. But this acquisition, my purpose for this here is going to be, for me, let me just back it up a little bit more so you guys can see the front. Just a beautiful home. Just a beautiful home all the way around. And this is the other side. Air conditioning units, and as you can see, it goes all the way to that end, right? All right, so let's go on inside. Of course, it's it's the fall season, so you have a lot of leaves on the ground. We need to clean up the leaves. This is first walkthrough. And so here we are. You got all the way up, nice open entryway, big doors. And then you walk on in, and this is what it looks like. Very high ceilings, about 14 feet high ceilings, all the way around. And then of course, it opens up. Look at that view. Look at that view. This is what $1 million plus gets you. So this is the formal dining area right over here. And so our process for here, we are going to turn this property into a luxury corporate lease unit. We are going to set it up really nice, probably repaint it, because that's really the only thing that needs to be done. So over here, there is a fireplace, and this is like the formal living. And so you have your own fireplace. The house have multiple fireplace. And so this is one. And then of course, once again, the really high ceilings. And then we come back out. And up these stairs, the first level here, we have, of course, and you guys can see, you have this beautiful, wood grain, wood floors all throughout the home, well, at least a big part of the first floor. And so here we have a office. I guess, once again, look at those ceilings. Just really nice layout. All the way around. And of course, there's the closet right over here. And so I'm just gonna take you guys back. So it's the first bathroom on the first floor. Very nice size. And as you can see, everything is, really in good condition. The only thing is most of it is beige. And beige, is not the new gray. So that is the only decision we're trying to decide. Well, do we keep it like it is, or do we update the painting? And so we're leaning towards updating the painting. For whatever reason, this light doesn't work. So, but right over here, you have kind of a sitting area when you come in, and then you have the pantry. But I'm gonna take you back this way because I don't want you to see the kitchen from that angle. And so again, look at that. Look at that piece of work. And this is all of the ceilings, all the way upstairs. So I'm gonna bring you back over here, and then we go into the living, the informal living here. And once again, nice, really big ceilings. As I mentioned before, this house is roughly about 6,000 square feet. And so what we're gonna do, this is the second fireplace. We're gonna update all of the wood grain. We're gonna paint it white. So the deal structure, we're gonna come in, we're gonna do all of the updates to make the house as updated as possible. And so here's the kitchen. So you have it all the way here. You come in, you got your double oven. We will change out those ovens. We will put stainless steel. We'll change out the fridge. We will paint the cabinet. We will replace the counters. At least that's my initial thoughts. We have an option. We can do it up front, or we may be able to just, paint the house, update the cabinets, keep the counters. You guys tell me what you think. It's always the thought of not doing too much, right? And so sometimes you get a home, you really have to decide what is too much or how much you want to spend on that home, especially when the home is in such good condition overall. You don't want to, just go create a bunch of work. But from a cosmetics perspective, we're looking at updating the cabinets. We're thinking about updating the counters, and we're looking about at repainting the home into a gray or a nice white. And so that is the thought process for the kitchen at the moment. If you look out there, what you're seeing is a beautiful pool, but we'll go out to the pool in a minute. But I just wanted to pan it around so you can get a good layout of the kitchen. That's the formal dining. And then there's a second set of stairs, but you guys will see that in a minute. And so this is me standing in the formal dining. And then over here, there is a second bath, stand-up shower. Great condition. Just some minor updates, change out maybe the mirror, put a different mirror, some updates here. The cabinets is already painted. And then the floor is in still very good condition. So we have some options there. But let me take you out to the pool. And so here's the backyard. Look at that view. So we obviously gonna come back here, we're gonna power wash, we're gonna clean everything up, but what you got back here is a nice, beautiful pool. So y'all know where I'm gonna be this summer, right? So I'm probably gonna spend at least a week out here during the summer. Kids always wanna go swimming. You know, if it's not leased up, obviously if it's occupied, I can't do it. But you know, if it's not occupied during the summer, then here I am going to be spending my time. Summer vacation 2022. So we're gonna power wash all of this, but it just gives you an idea. Really nice fireplace outside, and you know, just everything you can ask for is back here. And this is the other side of the backyard. So I hope you guys are hearing me well. I'm still trying to maneuver these videos and the correct mics. So I'm trying to speak loud enough, but so here's the back of the house. You have the back door, upstairs, and then you have first floor. When we go back in, we're gonna go by and look at the master bedroom, which is right over here. And that's just the side. So I'm gonna take you back this way. And then we're gonna go in the master. So here I'm coming back in from the side of the house, or I guess I should say the pool deck. And so the next time you guys see it, the kitchens are gonna be different color. Paint should be different color. But let me take you over to the master. Again, look at these floors. Oh, beautiful. And they're almost the right color. All right, so here is the master. And again, let me step back. I want you guys to see it. It's coming off of the living or the entryway. This beautiful entryway, and then you walk all the way in. What I did just now is I took you guys into the kitchen and the informal living, and now I'm taking you back to the master. So this is the master bedroom. Look at this. I mean, I am so happy about this acquisition. This home, you know, in life, you know, we started out this deal, we worked this deal for a very long time. We had multiple times we changed the structure, but we just kept being persistent. And in the end, we got a deal done that's better than the deal we thought we were getting in the first place. But it was a deal that made the seller confident and happy, and it made him comfortable, and it was a deal that made, of course, I was comfortable because it was a better deal than I was hoping for. And so it was a win-win. One of the things I learned, UTA Go Maverick. This is the This is the master closet. Sorry, I'm talking about everything else except telling you guys where we were. This is the master closet, but look at that. Got 3 levels that you can hang your clothing. So, and there's nothing for us to do here. Maybe clean and stretch the carpet. The shower looks good. So at first I was gonna replace the shower, but you know, now that I'm looking at it, I feel like it looks good. There's no point in me replacing it. But I may do something with the tile on the floor. You know, try to match it up a little bit. But I just don't feel it's necessary to take down such a beautiful shower. And I would be doing too much. And then of course you got a nice counters, and then that's the special office, the morning office. All right, let's keep going. All right, so here we go. So I was telling you guys that yeah, so we finally end up getting just the right deal, the right structure. It was a win-win deal. But here I'm gonna take you upstairs. And so we're back to the front door. And now we're gonna go upstairs. Here we go. And as you're going up, just want you guys to take it in. This is all the way around from the stairs. This is me going up the stairs and looking back down at the first floor. So I'm gonna keep going. So here to the left, we'll go to the left first, but first I'm gonna pan. This is the next level. There's a couple of, you know, different levels up here, but that's to be expected. That's what we got to shape. That is the layout, so there's nothing to do about that. It's actually, I normally don't like multiple levels, but in this house, I love it. And so that was the patio we saw in the backyard. And over here, guys, is the one thing that you need, and it comes with the furniture. I told the seller, I said, hey man, leave the furniture. Leave the theater room furniture. I didn't want to have to go and spend money putting in all new theater room equipment and furniture. And so look at that. There's Scarface. If you guys, Scarface, Lord of Rings, I mean, it just lets you know, right? You know, everybody knows this gentleman. That was a absolute classic. But so here we go. We also come with the chairs, and then of course Goodfellas. You know, right? You guys remember that? I don't know. Some of you guys are too young. You don't know anything about these guys. But this is it, guys. All I need to do is come over here and bring a drink and sit down and take in a movie. Beautiful room, beautiful space. We're probably not gonna even do anything. Sometimes we change over the counter to granite, but I'll be doing too much at this point. We're just gonna enjoy it, enjoy not having to do anything to the room. What's wrong with that, right? Transformers, Iron Man. I love the choices. Rise, right? The Dark Knight Rises. You guys remember that one? But look at that. Sitting here, you got your seats, your laptop. Imagine working, taking in a great movie in a great space. This is the condition. What I can tell you is when you take over houses that are nicer price point, it's a lot cleaner, it's a lot better looking, it's in a lot better condition. So sometimes, because I know I've done a lot of these older homes, and lately I've been doing a lot of the bigger homes. And one of the things I'm appreciating, especially with this one, is the condition. The condition is much better. This here is a bedroom. And so you have an option to put a room here, really nice room. As you can see, And really nice size. You have a closet over here. So somebody's room, it could be a upstairs office, it could be a bedroom, it could be whatever you want it to be. And then you have another set of stairs. I'm gonna step back, I'm sorry. Not very, about 6 threads, not very high. But this also is another bedroom. So this house have 5 bedrooms, have 1 master downstairs, and 4 upstairs. And then of course, it have an office with lots of game room and everything else. So, and then over here we have nice tub. And so this is almost, you know, like a guest suite. It could be nice counters. Like I'm hearing sounds, but maybe I'm just going crazy. And there's, look at this view. This is the view looking down. Look at those floors, man. Now you guys gotta tell me, what would you do with those floors? I mean, other than thinking about staining it, maybe a little bit darker stain around the handrails, but I almost don't want to touch it. You know, sometimes some things are just better just the way they were intended to be. And I'm really beginning to feel these floors maybe just right where just the way they look. So at first I wanted to do something, but sometimes doing nothing is better than doing something. And when it comes to investing, remember, our goal is to make a good return on our investment. And so at least if I don't have to do a lot, then that gives me a better return. Now the market is great, and my intention here is to probably sell this within 2 years or refinance it based on the deal that I have structured. 2 years I have to do something, either sell or refi, but it is, look at this, this is a Jack and Jill. Just wanted to show you guys. Really great. I don't like the carpet passing through, but first I was really worried about it, but I realized the bathroom does have tile. So it's just this small area that needs to be adjusted. And this is just a bathtub combo. Guys, right here. And it's in fairly great condition. Not a lot to be done here, so. But this looks great. And so that's really in good condition. And then here is another bedroom. I believe this is the 4th bedroom up here that we've gone in so far. Closet, nice standard size room. Now one of the things you really appreciate is what grays and white does to lighting, right? So that's the upstairs, guys. Look at that. The views are from all angles. You have these wonderful views overlooking the first floor. Very spacious, really high ceilings all the way throughout the house. And then I'm going to show you another way to get downstairs. There's 2 stairs, and I showed you the stairs earlier. And so here, so it's another way to go down, and this will take you into the kitchen. So when you get upstairs, you just want to come get something to eat. You don't want to walk that big, nice, beautiful stair on that side. You can just come over here, and then you're back in the kitchen. So, you know, this is just a beautiful home. And You guys continue to follow me. I show you some of the things we can get done, the type of acquisitions we do, and so, a little bit about this deal. And so once again, thank you for following me. I hope you like and subscribe. What was beautiful about this deal, we purchased it, we were able to take control using what we call a lease option, which a lease option, it allows you to, for a period of time, you have an option price. And so, for us, we have an option price that we can execute that option at any time we so please within the first 2 years of this deal. And all of my lease payments are credited against that option price, which means the price that I'm purchasing the house for, all of the payments that I'm making up front on the lease option is then credited towards the purchase price. So my purchase price goes down. And so essentially, I'm not even paying interest on the house, because all I'm doing is taking a payment that I'm providing the seller, because that's the way we structure the deal, that when I go to execute the option, right? So if you don't know lease option, look it up. When I go to execute the option, I get 100% of all of the payments that I made during the lease option period, which means I've gotten a better deal than if I went out and actually purchased the house outright. Because if I purchase it outright at the price that the seller wanted, I would end up having to pay interest on that price. And because we were able to restructure the deal and do a lease option, because you don't have to buy everything. I used to be under the belief that I had to buy everything. But sometimes you can get creative and makes the seller happy. It takes care of him because he's getting a payment every month, covers his mortgage, taxes, and insurance. He's good. He's comfortable. He didn't have to do a second position on the seller financing. So one of the things we offered up front was seller financing. He didn't want to have a second position. So he's like, hey, you know what? I don't want to do a second position, but I don't need to sell the house right away. So why don't we do a lease option? I put forward a lease option, and he was excited about the lease option. And he was excited about giving me full credit for all of my lease payments. So I am getting to pay in to the deposit. And so when 2 years from now comes, guess what happens? The home appreciates even more in value, because the market is going up. My option price is locked. The money that I'm paying is refunded to me as a credit. And because I'm going to be doing corporate leasing, someone is going to be living in the house. They're going to be making monthly payments. And so during that period of time, I'll be generating money for the property. Just like I generate money for the apartment that I also didn't buy. I didn't buy the apartment building. I just did the same. I'm doing the same deal. Corporate leasing apartment. I say all of this to say the goal, once again, is to control the asset. You don't have to buy every house. Sometimes it doesn't make sense to buy every house. And if you're an investor and you go to make an offer, if you're only making one offer and the person don't like the price that you're offering, they will say no. So you may make a cash offer, but it's a very low price. I used to do that. I know what I'm talking about. I used to be making a lot of low offers, and they're like, no, we don't want it. Now I make you 4 offers with 4 options. And so you get to decide which one of those options you want. And every option gets closer and closer to the price that you actually want. The terms may be different. So I give you different terms, more favorable terms to me, which gives you more money, or I give you cash, which is less money, right? Is less money for you, or little, not going to be the money that you're looking for, but it still gets you cash in your hand. So if somebody's paying cash, you get a discount. If somebody wants a high price, you can offer them terms. Sometimes we forget that we don't have to buy everything. And so you have lease options, you have seller financing, you have a combination of lease, seller financing, and cash. And so there's a lot of options when we think about funding a deal that we don't always think about. And so what you're going to see, if you decide to subscribe and hit the bell, you're going to see me do this with real estate, residential, but you're going to also see me do it with commercial property. I just took down a commercial real estate transaction that I just completed. We just closed today, so I'm feeling good about life. And we actually also purchased the business, and it was the same deal. It was a combination of cash and seller financing and loan assumptions, and we got that deal done. So stay tuned for more information on that deal. Thanks for following. I appreciate you guys, and be sure to like and subscribe, hit the bell, and if you do, you get a lot of content, and I show you how to control assets without using a lot of your own money. And if you're able to do that, once you have control, you have options. If you don't have control, you have no options. It's really that simple. All right, so you guys have a good day. 2022 is starting off with a bang. We can have a lot of these videos coming out and a lot of deals we expect to get done in 2022. All right, you guys have a wonderful day. Until next time. The main thing as an investor is control, and see if you can control the asset, then you have options, right?